Hello and welcome to our blog for today, where we're looking at the importance and place of worship in the life of the Magi. So looking at Matthew chapter 2 verses 9 to 12. After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. As we've already seen, the Magi were very learned men, probably why they found themselves referred to throughout history colloquially as the wise men. But with all their gifts of intelligence and accomplishments in astronomy and astrology, we read that when they reached the infant Jesus, they bowed down and worshipped him. Why? What made these men fall to their knees in worship when they saw the child? Coming prepared with gifts for a new king, it would seem that their study had made them aware of what they were likely to find at their journey's end. Yet the reality of it, seeing the Christ child, the Messiah there in the flesh in front of them, created awe in them that perhaps we can't understand if we haven't experienced it. In 2018, when a group of us went to Israel, we visited the Church of the Nativity, which I spoke to you about last week. And one of the images I showed you last week was the photo I took of the silver star, supposedly marking the spot where Jesus was born. When we looked at this star in the grotto, we obviously gave it due respect, being the birthplace of our Saviour. We took photos, and some knelt reverently beside it. But we witnessed people of other nations laying prostrate on the floor, touching the star, even kissing the star. I'm not sure how others felt, but I don't think I've ever felt so self-conscious and perhaps English in my life. I couldn't touch the star. That would be like going up behind the altar. Not supposed to do that. Surely I'm not holy enough. But is this where our own heads can outweigh our hearts? We too can be highly educated, all too aware of things, even deeply spiritual. But if we don't let go and trust in our hearts, we can miss out on so much. In this particular case, to connect on that spiritual heart level with the exact spot that Jesus came into the world, the spot where others let go, knelt down and worshipped. Later on that evening, when the crowds had died down, Matt actually went back and did kneel down by that star, allowing the beauty of the moment to outweigh his own self-consciousness. What would have enabled others to do the same? Clearly the Magi still have much to teach us, even 2,000 years later. There is something about unself-conscious worship that seems to take us from head to heart, from knowing about to experiencing the living God. It seems to involve the body as well as the heart and the mind. How easy is it for us in the West, with all our English reserve, to hold back? But when we do this, how much do we miss? And how much more would we have to gain from simply letting go and trusting? I'll see you again soon. Bye.